Buckle up, Fast and Furious fans. Today, we're taking a ride down memory lane and exploring the evolution of the iconic character, Brian O'Connor. From his humble beginnings as an LAPD officer to his transformation into a street racing legend, we'll take a closer look at his character arc and his unforgettable cars throughout the franchise. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. And hey, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button for more content like this. In the very first movie, we meet Brian O'Connor, played by the late Paul Walker, as an undercover cop tasked with infiltrating the world of illegal street racing. Brian's car of choice was a sleek and powerful 1995 Mitsubishi Eclipse. Not only was it the perfect car to blend in with the street racing scene, but it was also heavily modified with a turbocharged engine and a nitrous oxide system. But it wasn't just Brian's car that made him stand out in this film. His character also went through a significant transformation as he became more invested in the street racing world and developed a bond with the charismatic leader of the group, Dominic Toretto. Brian's loyalties were tested as he struggled to balance his duties as a cop with his growing admiration for the street racers. In the end, he made the difficult choice to let Toretto go free, setting the stage for the rest of the franchise. In the second installment of the franchise, we see Brian O'Connor now working as a street racer and criminal in Miami. After being stripped of his badge, Brian turns to racing for money and ends up teaming up with his childhood friend, Roman Pierce, played by Tyrese Gibson. Brian's car of choice in this film is a sleek and stylish 2002 Mitsubishi Lancer Revolution VII. This car was no slouch on the road, featuring a turbocharged engine, all-wheel drive, and a weight distribution system that made it a dream to handle in high-speed chases. Brian's character also evolves in this film as he becomes more of a risk-taker and adrenaline junkie. He's willing to take on dangerous jobs for the promise of a big payday, and his relationship with Roman is tested as the two butt heads over their different approaches to racing and crime. In the end, they manage to work together to take down a common enemy, solidifying their bond and setting the stage for the next chapter in Brian's story. The third film in the Fast and Furious franchise takes us to Tokyo, where we meet a new protagonist, Sean Boswell, a high school student who's into street racing. When Sean gets in trouble with the law, he's sent to live with his estranged father in Japan, where he becomes embroiled in the world of drift racing. Brian O'Connor doesn't appear in this film until the very end, in a surprise cameo that links Tokyo Drift to the rest of the franchise. But despite his limited screen time, Brian's impact on the film is significant, as he serves as a mentor and role model to Sean, teaching him the importance of loyalty, respect, and perseverance. In Tokyo Drift, Brian's car of choice is a 2002 Nissan Skyline GTR, a legendary sports car that's become synonymous with the franchise. The GTR is a powerful and agile vehicle that's perfect for the high-speed chases and drift races that take place on the winding streets of Tokyo. Brian's driving skills are as impressive as ever, and he puts them to good use in a thrilling race against Sean, which culminates in a dramatic crash that sets the stage for the rest of the film. Despite his limited screen time, Brian's presence in Tokyo Drift serves as a reminder of the franchise's core values of family, loyalty, and respect. His mentorship of Sean helps to ground the film in the larger mythology of the Fast and Furious franchise, and his driving skills add to the excitement and spectacle that fans have come to expect from the series. The fourth film in the Fast and Furious franchise marks the return of Brian O'Connor, who's now working as an FBI agent. Brian is tasked with infiltrating a drug trafficking ring led by a dangerous and elusive criminal named Arturo Braga, who has a personal connection to Brian's past. In Fast and Furious, Brian's car of choice is a modified 1999 Nissan Skyline GTR 34, which is equipped with a new engine and enhanced performance capabilities. The GTR is a nod to Brian's love of Japanese sports cars, and its sleek and streamlined design perfectly captures the essence of the Fast and Furious franchise. Brian's character in Fast and Furious is more complex and conflicted than ever before. He's torn between his loyalty to the FBI and his desire to seek revenge against Braga, who was responsible for the death of a close friend. As he navigates this dangerous world of undercover work and high-speed chases, Brian is forced to confront his own past and reconcile his conflicting loyalties. Fast and Furious also marks the return of some of the franchise's most beloved characters, including Dominic Toretto played by Vin Diesel, Letty Ortiz played by Michelle Rodriguez, and Han Solo played by Sung Kang. Brian's interactions with these characters add depth and richness to the film and help to establish the Fast and Furious franchise as a shared universe with a rich and interconnected mythology. The fifth film in the Fast and Furious franchise takes the action to Brazil, where Brian O'Connor and his crew are on the run from the law after a daring heist in the Dominican Republic. The film marks a turning point in the franchise, as it shifts the focus from street racing to high-stakes heists and international espionage. In Fast 5, Brian's car of choice is a 2010 Dodge Charger SRT8, a powerful and muscular vehicle that's perfectly suited for the film's high-speed chases and epic action set pieces. The Charger is a symbol of Brian's evolution as a character, as he's gone from being a street racer to a seasoned criminal with a knack for pulling off impossible heists. Brian's character in Fast 5 is more confident and assured than ever before. He's a key member of the team, and his expertise in driving and strategy are essential to their success. Brian's relationship with Mia Toretto played by Jordana Brewster also deepens in this film, as they plan for the arrival of their first child and navigate the challenges of life on the run. Fast 5 is also notable for its all-star cast, which includes Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson as Luke Hobbs, a relentless federal agent tasked with bringing Brian and his crew to justice. The film's epic finale, which involves a daring heist and a thrilling chase through the streets of Rio de Janeiro, is a testament to the franchise's commitment to delivering pulse-pounding action and spectacle. The sixth film in the Fast and Furious franchise continues the high-octane action of its predecessors, with Brian O'Connor and his crew teaming up with a British Special Forces operative named Luke Shaw, played by Luke Evans, to take down a dangerous criminal organization led by Shaw's own brother, Owen, played by Luke Evans. In Fast and Furious 6, Brian's car of choice is a heavily modified 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 429, which he acquires during a pivotal scene early in the film. The Mustang is a classic American muscle car that perfectly embodies Brian's rebellious spirit and love of speed, and its sleek and powerful design is a testament to the craftsmanship and skill of the film's talented production team. Brian's character in Fast and Furious 6 is more focused and determined than ever before. He's determined to take down Shaw and his criminal empire, no matter what the cost. Brian's relationships with the other characters in the film also deepen, particularly his friendship with Dom Toretto played by Vin Diesel and his romantic relationship with Mia Toretto. Fast and Furious 6 is notable for its globe-trotting scope, as Brian and his crew travel to locations as far-flung as London and Moscow in pursuit of Shaw and his henchmen. The film's action set pieces are some of the most thrilling in the franchise, with highlights including a high-speed chase on a London highway and a heart-pounding finale set on a military cargo plane. Fast and Furious 6 also marks the return of some beloved characters from earlier in the franchise, including Han Solo played by Sung Kang and Giselle Yashar played by Gal Gadot. The film's emotional resonance is heightened by the tragic fate of one of these characters, which sets up the events of the next film in the franchise. In the seventh film of the franchise, Brian O'Connor and the rest of the crew are once again facing a dangerous threat, this time from a vengeful terrorist named Deckard Shaw. Brian's car of choice in this film is a heavily modified 2010 Subaru Impreza WRX STI, which he uses in a high-speed chase through the streets of Los Angeles. Furious 7 is the final film in the Fast and Furious franchise to feature Paul Walker as Brian O'Connor, and it's a bittersweet tribute to both the actor and the character he portrayed. The film picks up where Fast and Furious 6 left off, with Brian and his crew attempting to live normal lives after their previous adventures. But when a vengeful terrorist named Descartes, played by Jason Statham, starts hunting down Brian and his friends, they're forced back into action for one last ride. Brian's character in Furious 7 is more mature and grounded than in previous films, as he grapples with the responsibilities of being a father and husband. The film also features some poignant scenes between Brian and Dom, as they reflect on their shared history and the bonds that have kept them together through thick and thin. Furious 7 is notable for its ambitious action set pieces, which push the franchise's signature blend of high-octane car chases and thrilling stunts to new heights. Highlights include a heart-pumping chase sequence set in the mountains of Azerbaijan, as well as a pulse-pounding finale set on a remote airstrip that features some of the most audacious stunts in the entire franchise. But beyond its adrenaline-fueled action, Furious 7 is a tribute to Paul Walker and the legacy he left behind. The film's emotional core is the bond between Brian and his friends, as they come together to honor his memory and complete their final mission as a team. The film's final scenes, set to the haunting tune of Wiz Khalifa's "See You Again," are a fitting tribute to both the character of Brian O'Connor and the actor who brought him to life. Furious 7 was a bittersweet film for fans of the franchise, as it marked the last appearance of Paul Walker as Brian O'Connor. Tragically, Walker died in a car crash in 2013, before filming was complete, and the filmmakers had to use a combination of CGI and body doubles to finish his scenes. Despite these challenges, Furious 7 was a box office success and a fitting tribute to Walker's legacy. Thanks for watching this segment on Brian's character and cars in Furious 7. If you've enjoyed this content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. And don't forget to stay tuned for more great videos on our channel.